Today we will discuss about sentence and its types. Sentence is divided into three types. One is simple sentence, the second one is compound sentence, and the third one is complex sentence. Simple sentence which has only one independent clause, and the compound sentence has two or more independent clauses, and the complex sentence is that which has two or more dependent clauses. First we see about that clause. What is a clause? The clause has two parts. One is a subject part which contains a subject, and the second part is a predicate part which contains only a verb. Then we first see about a simple sentence. A simple sentence, it has one independent clause. It has one independent clause. Like example, I like coffee. I like coffee has two parts. One is subject part I, and like coffee is the predicate part which contains a verb like. Like is the verb here, verb, and I is the subject. In the subject part I is the subject, and in the predicate part like is the verb. Then the second example is the cow eats grass. Here also there are two words. The cow is the subject part and eats grass is the predicate part, and here the cow is the subject and eats is the verb, and grass is object. Grass is object. So we see that in a simple sentence there is one independent clause, and an independent clause has two parts. One is subject part and one is predicate part, and in subject part it contains a subject, and in a predicate part it contains a verb and a object, and many more. Then we will discuss about the first one, which is simple sentence. The simple sentence once again divided into four parts. The first one is declarative sentence, the second one is interrogative sentence, third one is imperative sentence, and the fourth one is exclamatory sentence. In declarative sentence, it gives us a statement. Statement means, for an example, I like coffee. It gives a statement that I like coffee. The second example, the sun rises in the east. The sun rises in the east. It gives a statement that sun always rises in the east direction. In declarative sentence, it always gives a statement to us. And the second one is interrogative sentence, which always asks us a question, which is two types, which asks two types of questions. One is yes no question, and the second one is WH question. Yes no question: is he a cricketer? The person, is he a cricketer? The answer is coming yes, he is a cricketer, or no, he is not a cricketer. So in yes no question, if we ask the question, then the answer comes yes or no. Then the next is WH question. WH question, in which we ask a question by using WH: who, what, which, where, when. This type of WH words are used to ask question. Who is he? Who is he? The answer comes he is Sachin Tendulkar, or he is Mahendra Singh Dhoni. So here we ask questions by using WH words like what, which, when, where, each. Then the next one is imperative sentence. In imperative sentence, the sentence may be request type, order type, command type, advice type, or prayer type, each. Suppose an example: please give me your pen. Please give me your pen. This sentence is a request type question. Request type imperative sentence. And the second example is shut the door. Shut the door. This sentence is a order type imperative sentence. It shows a order that shut the door, close the door. And the third example is respect your elders. It's a advice. It's a type of imperative sentence which shows advice. Respect your elders is a advice type imperative sentence. And the fourth example is may I come in, may I come in, which is a prayer type. In this imperative sentence, it shows a prayer. May I come in? I prayer to someone that may I come in? And the next sentence, which is exclamatory sentence, it always gives us a surprise, or it's a type of exclamation sentence. How beautifully she sings, how beautifully she sings. It always shows a surprise, how beautiful she sings. So this is a type of exclamatory sentence. And what a wonderful place, what a wonderful place. When we go to a beautiful place, then we see that place, and we appreciate that place. So we say, what a wonderful place. In the exclamatory type sentence, it always the sentence was an exclamation and surprise, and here exclamatory mark is used in the exclamatory sentence. And in the interrogative sentence, question mark is used to identify an interrogative sentence. And in declarative or imperative, we always use full stops in the end of the sentence. Then we discuss about the second one, which is a compound sentence. It has two or more independent clauses joined by coordinating conjunctions. It has two or more independent clauses joined by coordinating conjunctions. First we see that what is a coordinating conjunction. What are the coordinating conjunctions? Coordinating conjunctions are and, or, but, so, for, yet, each, which has joined two or more independent clauses. It joins only independent clauses are called coordinating conjunctions, which are and, or, but, so, for, yet, each. For example, I like coffee but Geeta likes tea. Here two sentences or two clauses. I like coffee, Geeta likes tea. Here these are the two clauses, I like coffee and Geeta likes tea, which is joined by a coordinating conjunction but. I like coffee but Geeta likes tea. And then the second example is he came, then he shared some moments with us. Here the two clauses are he came is one and he shared some moments with us. He shared some moments with us, which is joined by the coordinating conjunction and. He came and shared some moment with us. Then the third example is next week I will go to home or Bhubaneswar. Here the two sentence next week I will go to home is one sentence, sentence 1, and the sentence 2 is next week I will go to Bhubaneswar. Next week I will go to home or Bhubaneswar. The next week I will go to home is a sentence, and the next sentence is next week I will go to Bhubaneswar. Here the two sentences are joined by the coordinating conjunction are. And the last example is she goes early, so she could find the train. She goes early is a sentence, a clause, and she could find the train is the second clause, where the two clauses are joined by the coordinating conjunction. So she goes early, so she could find the train. So we see that in a compound sentence, two or more independent clauses joined by coordinating conjunctions like and, or, but, so, for, yet, each. Then we see the last one, which is the complex sentence. The complex sentence which contains a dependent clause and two or more independent clauses. For example, tell me the place of your birth. Here, tell me is a clause and the place of your birth is a clause. Tell me is independent clause. Independent clause, and the place of your birth is dependent clause. So tell me independent clause and the place of your birth independent clause joining to form a complex sentence. In the example 2, although he was wealthy, he was still unhappy. Although he was wealthy, he was still unhappy. Here, he was still unhappy is a clause, and although he was wealthy is a clause. In these two clauses joining to form a complex sentence. If he comes, ask him to wait. Here it is if he comes is a clause and ask him to wait is a clause. Ask him to wait is a independent clause, and if he comes is a dependent clause, and the two clauses are joining to form a complex sentence. In the last example, I was late. Because of the traffic. Here, I was late is a independent clause, and because of the traffic is a dependent clause. So the two clauses are joining to form a complex sentence. So we see that here some subordinating clauses, subordinating conjunctions are used to join the sentence, like because a subordinating conjunction, although is a subordinating conjunction, if is a subordinating conjunction. So here some subordinating conjunctions are used. Like if or because, although, each. This type of subordinating conjunctions are used to form a complex sentence. Thank you.